Ayaan was born in a small village, far away from the city lights. His home was made of clay, the walls cracked, and the roof leaked whenever it rained. His father worked as a mechanic. His mother sold bread at the market. Money was short, but love was plenty. From a young age, Ayaan dreamed differently. While other children played, he stared at the sky, whispering to the stars that one day he would rise above this life. He wanted more than food and clothes. He wanted purpose, peace, and pride. He walked to school barefoot every day. The road was long, filled with dust and sharp stones. His bag was torn, his books old. Still, Ayaan smiled. His teachers often said, "This boy will go far," but no one knew how far. At school, children made fun of him. They laughed at his faded uniform and empty lunchbox. Yet Ayaan never fought back. He only thought, one day, I'll give them a reason to remember me. After finishing school, his dreams were big, but his pocket was empty. His father became sick, and the small income stopped. Ayaan wanted to study further, but college fees were impossible. So, he decided to work. He began washing cars in the morning and delivering groceries in the afternoon. At night, when everyone slept, he studied on his borrowed phone, learning everything he could from free courses online. He had no internet at home, so he downloaded lessons while working at shops that had Wi-Fi. His friends laughed at him. They spent evenings gossiping and wasting time, while Ayaan kept studying, learning about business, technology, and marketing. He had no fancy life, but his mind was growing faster than anyone's around him. One afternoon, while delivering food, Ayaan overheard two men talking about digital marketing. The term was new to him, but it stayed in his head. That night, he searched and studied for hours. He realized that, with the internet, he could reach the whole world, even from his small room. Days turned into months. Slowly, he started helping small shopkeepers in his town promote their stores online. He charged very little, sometimes nothing, but he was gaining experience. He learned how to write, how to design, how to talk to people. Each failure taught him something new. Then one day, his luck began to change. Ayaan was working at a cafe when he met a businessman who owned a small startup. The man noticed Ayaan's discipline and curiosity. Impressed, he offered him a simple internship. The pay was low, but the opportunity was priceless. At the startup, others treated Ayaan like he didn't belong. He was just the boy from the village. But he didn't mind. He came early, stayed late, and learned every task he could. He made mistakes, but he never repeated them. One night, the company's website crashed right before a big investor meeting. Panic spread everywhere. Ayaan, though just an intern, offered to help. He worked through the night, fixing everything by morning. When the boss saw what he had done, he couldn't believe it. "You saved us," he said. "From today, you're not an intern anymore." That was the turning point. Ayaan became a manager, earning more than he ever imagined. He started saving every rupee, sending money to his parents, repairing their old house, and paying off debts. But even with this success, he wanted more. He wanted to build something of his own. After 2 years of experience and saving, Ayaan started his own company. He called it Dreamverse. It began in a rented room with one old computer and a second-hand chair. He worked 14 hours a day, slept on the floor, and barely ate. But he never lost hope. In the beginning, clients didn't trust him. Some refused to pay. Others mocked his small office. But he stayed focused. He improved his services, treated every project like it was worth millions, and slowly, people started believing in him. One morning, Ayaan received a message from a big company asking for his help with marketing. That one deal changed everything. Dreamverse began to grow, month after month. He hired people, trained them, and built a team that shared his vision. The same people who once laughed at him now asked for jobs. The same streets that once saw him walking barefoot now saw him driving his own car. He wasn't proud, he was grateful. When his company became successful, Ayaan didn't forget his past. He returned to his village and built a small computer training center for poor children. He provided free internet and classes, telling the kids that knowledge is the real power. One little boy asked him, "Sir, how did you become rich?" Ayaan smiled and said, "I wasn't rich in money. I was rich in hope." That's where it all begins. Years later, people told his story everywhere. Ayaan became a symbol of determination, a living proof that even the poorest can rise if they never stop believing. He taught everyone a simple truth. You don't need perfect conditions to chase your dreams. You only need a heart that refuses to give up. Ayaan came from dust, but he didn't let the dust define him. He turned his pain into power, his fear into fuel, and his dream into destiny. Because real diamonds aren't found shining, they're formed under pressure. And Ayaan, he became one.